Hell of a day. I even forgot what the date was. So we stopped off here somewhere in Tennessee. Let's take a look. That's the speedway. That's the sound of me letting the air out of my air tanks. I try to do that every night because I know what it's going to be like when the air dryer gets clogged up and it sneezes every 10 to 15 seconds. I've slept right beside somebody who had that problem. Every 10 to 15 seconds it was going psst. And he had to have his truck running. I guess he thought it was cold out. Well, that was a tough night to sleep. And then ladies were knocking on my door, waking me up. What else happened here today? Well, I slept in. My phone died on me, and what happened was I was pretty well 2 hours behind schedule. And when you're that behind schedule, you want to get frantic. The tendency is like, oh my God, I gotta get going. Oh. Well, calm down. Calm down. I happen to be with one of the most reasonable companies ever. I mean, sometimes they can get a little bit tacky, but anyways, what happened was I took off. I got motoring. There was a bit of a additional delay getting there because Garmin was sending me this one way, but it was detecting that the roads in where they had a weight limit, so it didn't want to let me all the way in. And wouldn't you know it, Verizon, the company I'm with, it started to lock up on me. I couldn't pull up a map, so I had a hell of a time finding my way in. I missed the turn, so I had to go 30 kilometers down that road. There was no safe place to turn, so I had to just keep going until we finally got back on the 55, and then I had to come 30 kilometers all the way back. So there's another hour lost. I get there, I pull on the door won't open. Apparently you have to pull a little bit harder. So I let dispatch know that there's no way to get in there. There was nothing I could do, and they asked me if I went and found the guard shack. I did all that. I went walking around. It's like, well, why, you think I'm not going to do that? So anyways, we did get in there, and yeah, there's people over there. We did get in there, and wrong number, pickup number. Got that straightened out. I got the trailer washed out last night so we could take this load, and I opened the doors. This is a lesson. I opened the doors and there's like wet sand, a big pile of wet sand tucked away in the corner. So those kids didn't do a very good job at the Blue Beacon. So lesson is, check before you leave. Double check the work. They didn't even do a good job washing the truck. So inspect it. You're paying for it. Well, the company is anyways. But it's your job to, make sure that they do a good job there. Anyways, what else happened? Okay, so I didn't get a chance to use my air blower because it was wet sand, so I had to use two kinds of brushes, a thick one to push the sand out, shovel it up, and then I had to use a soft bristle one to get the finer stuff. I had to leave the doors open for a bit. They were taking forever to load anyway, so trailer got a chance to air out, and then I got a chance to use the blower, but I still had to use a broom to push some of that finer debris out of the way. If those kids would have did a good job, I wouldn't even have had to go back there and take a look. But they don't guarantee that they're going to do a good job when they're washing out your trailer, so you got to inspect it before you leave. Otherwise, you're paying what, $85 for nothing. 85 American dollars. That's 120 Canadian. And what else happened here? Well, last night, yeah, I couldn't seem to park that thing for the life of me. There just wasn't enough room at that Flying J. I wake up this morning, I go to make coffee, and one of the ladies there, she had blonde hair and no mask on, and she's coughing all over the coffee place where we're supposed to make coffee. I was making coffee. I just stopped making coffee. I put it down and I walked out of there, and I said to myself, I'm gonna make a phone call later and let them know who she is and get them to straighten that out, because yeah, I'll close with this. We're in the middle of a global pandemic. People are dying, and you don't have to believe any of that if you don't want to. Nobody's trying to make you believe whatever you don't want to believe, but you know, the proof is in the pudding. And here at the Speedway, and this isn't the first place that I've been to, and I uploaded another, or I made a video earlier yesterday morning. Slim pickings, like the shelves are empty here. Either the business is going down, people aren't shopping, they're just buying gas, but you can't get anything in there. Right there. There's nothing in that store. There's nothing in that store. You can get a Slurpee, or I don't know what you guys call them here in America, Frosties, Frosty ice something. Anyways, I'm starting to notice that more and more. Every place I stop, there's nothing on the shelves. Even at the Pilots and Flying J's, like, you want a bag of chips, you're not going to get them. You're not going to get what you want there. So I don't know what's going on, but right across North America, the stores and shelves are starting to get pretty slim. So whether you believe in coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever your thoughts are on any of that, wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, it's having an effect on us here. There's not much out there. Well, all right. These are the stark realities of trucking with War Chief. But I don't do trucking videos, really. I just tell stories. I just happen to be trucking while I'm doing it. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. Right over there. The last thing you want to do is park beside that guy and try and get a good night's sleep. Because before they start, they have a little beep, 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 beep. And then it's like a small engine, a small car engine. And you can hear it from here, I think. Anyways, try sleeping next to that. Pretty well impossible. You need earplugs. All right. It's War Chief out. Like, share, and subscribe if you like these stories. Wear a mask.